So what's your role in Met?
My role here at Met Media is I am the assistant general manager of Met Radio. So I work with our volunteers for radio, helping build their new shows up, helping teach them how to map out a show, record the basic editing techniques that they use when they're editing. And then we'll also go through with them and give them feedback on how they can build their show to reach a better audience or reach a more specific audience for what they're looking to do to build that experience of radio.
What kind of audience are you typically looking for with Met Radio?
The audiences that we look for, it varies. It varies upon the types of shows that you have. So we have music shows that we have a podcast that is called The Cinephiles that goes through different movies and different takes on that for more movie people. I have my own personal show called the Winter Apex Podcast, where I cover all the latest news, driver changes, technical analysis, and race analysis from the world of Formula One. So for that show, it targets more of the newer Formula One crowd or old Formula One fans who want a podcast to learn more about what's going on. Well, so it really varies upon what it is that the viewer themselves is looking for within a show. But we also have a live radio broadcast we do. People need a different sort of background noise, essentially, while they're studying. We have a live online radio broadcast that we do as well.
Nice. And what does the preparation for a show look like for you?
So the preparation for me personally is, it looks different based on week to week. For me, if I'm going into a show immediately after a race weekend, I'll go through watching the race and I'll do my race analysis of that and give my takes on it and prepare that in notes. From there, I'll also then go through the latest stories that stem from the race itself. So I'll look at what are the biggest trends going on? What can we look forward to? What are the teams saying about the race? And I'll show that to my audience, and then I'll expound upon that from my own takes. But if it's a normal race weekend, if it's in between race weekends, there'll be more of the major news stories that I'll analyze and I'll go through and record on, then I'll give my own personal take on as well.
Alrighty. And what does setup for like another show, so like just basic studio setup, look like for you?
Basic studio setup is first you get in, you head into our control room here and you set your mic levels. You make sure that it is correct. It's not going to be too loud so that you don't have any interference on the microphone feedback, as well as turning off our speakers outside in the hall where we have our music playing through the day. If you leave those turned on, then you don't broadcast your show live for people, essentially, which some people don't want to do. After that, if you're setting up a video podcast, you'll come here into Studio B, turn on the lighting rig, and plug the mics into our wall hookups that we have. And let's get the microphones ready in here for whatever you're going to record.
Alrighty. And where can a student find the Met Radio?
Yeah, Met Radio. We're here at the Met Media offices in the Tivoli, in office 313 on the third floor. Our door is always open. We always have somebody here in the office that's working between one of our four entities. So if someone's interested in wanting to volunteer with Met Radio to start a show or volunteer with TV or our publications that we have as well, you can always feel free to pop in and ask about volunteering and what it looks like to do that. And this is a learning office, so we're more than happy to help anybody get the experience they need.
Nice. And where can people listen to the live Met Radio?
For the live Met Radio, you can go to mymetmedia.com, and then on the top banner, there is going to be a banner for Met Radio that you can click on, and then just click on live radio and start listening there on the website.
Alrighty, and where can people find your podcast or yourself?
My podcast, you can find the Winter Apex podcast on mymetmedia.com under Met Radio and then under Active Podcasts if you want to listen there. I also have my podcast on Spotify under the Winter Apex Podcast. It's a great show. Really recommend anyone who wants to get into motorsport and just likes cars in general takes to listen to it. And then I have a show podcast Instagram as well on Instagram at the Winter Apex Podcast.
Nice. Thank you.
Thank you.